Okay, shalom, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoyim La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim Kahakodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M. that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Shah Hanan Nawaf just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And just wanted to touch on this quick article, and it's entitled, Stop Eating These 10 Popular American Foods That Are Banned in Other Countries. And there's a lot of stuff that's banned in other countries, man, that you can't, they're not allowing Babylon the Great shit there, man, like that, because they understand that it's poison. A lot of these foods, man, are just straight, plain, flat out poison, man. And you can see the obesity that's in America, or this GMO shit. The damn kids is you got kids that's 5, 6, 7 years old, man, with diabetes and stuff, man. 200-300 pounds. I mean, you can see them. You see them walking through Walmart all damn day long. Your local supermarket, especially Walmart, though. They'll have two carts. You either have a cart full of goddamn junk food and a cart full of damn sodas, man. So, and that shit is killing our people. But Jake don't be wanting to listen, man. So, we do the best that we can, because the scriptures does talk about how we'll eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. Roughly paraphrasing that. But let's get into some of this. It says Americans are slowly waking up to the sad fact that much of the food sold in the U.S. is far inferior to the same food sold in other nations. In fact, many of the foods you eat are banned in other countries. Right? So let's see what they got. It says here, I'll review 10 American foods that are banned elsewhere, which were featured in a recent MSN article. Seeing how the overall health of Americans is so much lower than other industrialized countries, you can't help but wonder whether toxic foods such as these might play a role in our skyrocketing disease rates. Man, look, food got a lot to do with the way that people feel, look, their health, all this back and forth to the doctors. You know what I'm saying? Okay, they got number one, farm-raised salmon. All right, because the apostles always goes off into wild caught, salmon, wild caught, because Esau, man, just done fucked everything up. It's just real simple. Okay, it says, if you want to maximize health benefits from fish, you want to steer clear of the farm fish, particularly farm salmon, fed dangerous chemicals. Wild salmon gets its bright pinkish red color from natural carotenoids. On the other hand, are raised on a wholly unnatural diet of grains, including genetically engineered varieties, plus a concoction of antibiotics and other drugs and chemicals not shown to be safe for humans, right? Okay, so let me grab this real quick, because this comes to mind. And Esau, man, is starting to be put on blast, basically, for who they really are. And that's, in fact, let's just get that real quick. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And that falling away is the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans falling away from our culture and our language and our way of life, and not knowing who we are. And that's the reason why we're calling ourselves these different bywords, which is one of the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, calling ourselves blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Haitians, Jamaicans, Latinos, Dominicans, all these different names. Those are bywords. We're Israelites. We come from one of the 12 tribes. One of the sons of Jacob. You got Abraham, our forefather, Isaac, our forefather, Jacob, our forefather, all which the promises went to. And our forefather Jacob, his name was changed to Israel, or Yashal in the Hebrew tongue. He had 12 sons. And those 12 sons are the progenitor of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, so on and so forth. We're not Africans. We're not these different things that these people be calling us, man. Okay, but it says, Let me get that back from the top again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And it's the so-called white man. The man of sin, the son of perdition, is the so-called white race, man. It's them, because they're in control of everything. They're in control of, and it's crazy that they know full well these foods are unsafe, but yet and still they allow this shit to go into the supermarkets. And that shows you how much they really care about you as an American. See? All that damn freedom, all that democracy. Hey, only thing that's free about America is you're free to self-destruct in this place, man. Right? And another scripture that came to mind, Psalm 64:8. It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's what's happening out here. We're starting to see this man telling himself. Because who do you think is doing this article? These are Edomites. So-called white people are telling on other white people like, yeah, but you're trying to kill us, God damn it. Anyway, let's see. So, and I didn't even think about this one, so I didn't know. That's the reason why I want to do this lesson, you know what I'm saying? Inform our people and warn the flock that, hey, these are some shits that you want to stay away from. Like I said, we're eating our bread to defile among the Gentile, like the scripture says, but, just make the best choices that you can. Some of this stuff, you just have to completely stay away from. Okay, it says, this diet leaves the fish with unappetizing grayish flesh, so to compensate. They're fed synthetic astaxanthin made from petrochemicals, which has not been approved for human consumption and has well-known toxicities. According to the featured article, some studies suggest it can potentially damage your eyesight. More details are available in yesterday's article, okay? So, you can clearly, it's wild caught, the farm-raised salmon is outing. It says, how can you tell whether salmon is wild or farm-raised? The flesh of wild sockeye salmon is bright red, courtesy of its natural astaxanthins content. It is also very lean, so the fat marks those white stripes you see in the meat, and very thin. If the fish is pale pink with wide fat marks, the salmon is farmed. Okay. All right. Avoid Atlantic salmon, as typically salmon labeled Atlantic salmon currently comes from fish farms. The two designations you want to look for are Alaskan salmon and sockeye salmon. An Alaskan sockeye is not allowed to be farmed. Please realize that the vast majority of all salmon sold in restaurants is farm raised. See? So going to a restaurant and you ordering salmon, just know that you pretty much overall you're getting some farm raised salmon. And it's hey, but this is Esau, man. They give you these false ass labels. You know what I'm saying? They telling you shit all natural. and it's really not, see, they're actually even allowed to have a play on words to make people think that they're buying something that's really not real, right? It says, so canned salmon label Alaskan salmon is a good bet. Okay, so the canned salmon, and if you find sockeye salmon, it's bound to be wild. Again, you can tell sockeye salmon from other salmon by its color. Its flesh is bright red opposed to pink, courtesy of the superior astaxanthin content. Sockeye salmon actually has one of the highest concentrations of astaxanthin in any food. Okay, all right. Well, let's get to the next one. They got a genetically engineered papaya. God damn. Most Hawaiian papayas is now genetically engineered to be resistant to ring spot virus. Mounting research shows that animals fed genetically engineered foods such as corn, soy, suffer a wide range of maladies, including intestinal damage, multiple organ damage, massive tumors, birth defects, premature death, and near complete sterility. by the third generation of offspring. Unfortunately, the gigantic human lab experiment is only about 10 years old, so we are likely decades away from tabulating human casualties. Wow. Wow. Man, these people gotta be taken out, man. Okay, it says, unfortunately, it's clear that the U.S. government is not in a position to make reasonable or responsible decisions related to genetically engineered foods at this point. When you consider the fact that Obama administration has placed former Monsanto attorney and Vice President Michael Taylor in charge of U.S. food safety, god damn, and serious conflicts of interest even reign supreme within the U.S. Supreme Court. That's right, the Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas is also a former Monsanto attorney, but refuses to acknowledge any conflict of interest. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Ractopamine, never heard of that, I don't think. Tainted meat. This is number 3 on the list. The beta agonist drug ractopamine, a partitioning agent that increases protein synthesis, was recruited for livestock use when researchers found that the drug used in asthma made mice more muscular. God damn, bro. It just make you not want to fucking eat nothing, man. It says this reduces the overall fat content of meat. Ractopamine is currently used in about 45% of U.S. pigs, 30% of ration-fed cattle, and an unknown percentage of turkeys are pumped full of this drug in the days leading up to slaughter. Up to 20% of ractopamine remains in the meat you buy from the supermarket, according to a veterinarian, Michael W. Fox. Golly, bro. Since 1998, more than 1,700 people have been poisoned from the eating pigs fed the drug. See, that's why we tell them, man, that pork, stay away from that shit altogether. It says, and ractopamine is banned from use in food animals in no less than 160 different countries due to its harmful health effects. Effective February 11, 2013, Russia issued a ban on U.S. meat imports, slated to last until the U.S. agrees to certify that the meat is ractopamine free. At present, and here you go, they trying to tell you that the Russians are savages, but they got sense enough not to feed their people some tainted goddamn meat, man. Bunch of goddamn hypocrites. Okay, it says, and this is for educational purposes only. Let me just put that out there. I'm just reading an article. You see? Okay, it says, at present, the U.S. does not even test for the presence of the drug. The presence of this drug in meat sold. In animal, ractopamine is linked to reduction in reproductive function, increase of mastitis in dairy herds, and increased death and disability. It's also known to affect the human cardiovascular system, and is thought to be responsible for hyperactivity and may cause chromosomal abnormalities and behavioral changes. And it's probably why you seeing these goddamn kids running around here acting a goddamn fool. And these people bugged all out. Damn. Number 4, they got flame retardant drinks. What the hell is a flame retardant drink? If you live in the U.S. and drink Mountain Dew, oh shit, I don't be messing with none of them sodas though. It says, and some other citrus flavored sodas and sports drinks, then you are also getting a dose of synthetic chemical called brominated vegetable oil, which was originally patented by chemical companies as a flame retardant. Golly. You know, going into flame retardant, that's something that, you know what I'm saying, that basically can't catch fire, so to speak, you know. Okay, but it says BVO has been shown to accumulate in human tissue and breast milk. And animal studies have found it causes reproductive and behavioral problems in large doses. So, you know, man, look, this food got everything to do with the people bugging out. You know, these kids that they claim, you know, got AIDS, man. Okay, it says, man, and animal studies have found it causes reproductive and behavioral problems in large doses. Bromine is a central nervous system depressant and common endocrine disruptor. It's a part of the halide family, a group of elements that includes fluorine, chlorine, and iodine. When ingested, bromine competes for the same receptors that are used to capture iodine. This can lead to iodine deficiency, which can have a very detrimental impact on your health. Bromine toxicity can manifest as skin rashes, acne, loss of appetite, fatigue, and cardiac arrhythmias, if I'm pronouncing that right, according to the featured article. Man. Anyway, boy, I tell you. Number 5, they got processed foods containing artificial colors and food colors and dyes. And that's pretty much every damn thing you eat here. More than 3,000 food additives and preservatives, flavorings, colors, and other ingredients are added to U.S. foods. 3,000, bro. Including infant foods and foods targeted to young children. Meanwhile, many of these are banned in other countries based on research showing toxicity and hazardous health effects, especially with respect to adverse effects on children's behavior. For example, as reported in the featured article, boxed mac and cheese, cheddar-flavored crackers, Jell-O, and many kids' cereals contain red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6, and or blue 2. The most popular used dyes in the United States. Research has shown this rainbow of additives can cause behavioral problems as well as cancer, birth defects, and other health problems in laboratory animals. Red 40 and yellow 6 are also suspected of causing an allergy-like hypersensitivity reaction to children. The Center for Science and Public Interest reports that same dyes are also contaminated with known carcinogens. In countries where these colors and dyes are banned, food companies like Kraft employ natural colorant instead, such as paprika extract, beetroot, and annatto. And why can't they do that here? Because this is Babylon the Great. The food blogger and activist Vanny Harry, better known as Food Babe, recently launched a Change.org petition asking Kraft to remove artificial dyes from American mac and cheese to protect American children from the well-known dangers of these dyes. Incredible, bro. Where is it banned? Norway and Australia. In 2009, the British government advised companies to stop using food dyes for the end of that year. The European Union also requires a warning notice on most foods containing dyes. Damn. Number 6, they got arsenic-laced chicken. Arsenic-based drugs are approved for use in animals fed in the U.S. because they make animals grow quicker and make the meat appear pinker. And this is all from greed, man. This is greed. And you know, this is a place they don't honor the 7th year Sabbath. You know, because you're supposed to let the land rest in the 7th year. But Esau, he pushes production all throughout the goddamn. He's never letting the land rest. Then he's got all these different things that he's spraying. You know, these pesticides, all this shit, the preservatives, and all this shit, man, boy. Man, it's just to let you know, man, that this man is the goddamn wicked that the Bible speaks of. And that Job 9:24, man, says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? These damn Edomites, especially these American ones, these so-called white people in America, they don't care about nothing but profit, man. That's it. Shit is crazy. It says the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has stated these products are safe because they contain organic arsenic, which is less toxic than the other inorganic form, which is a known carcinogen. Man, you can't tell me this is not Babylon the Great. The problem is, scientific reports surfaced stating that the organic arsenic could transform into inorganic arsenic, which has been found in elevated levels of supermarket chickens. Damn. Brother can't even have no chicken. The inorganic arsenic also contaminates manure, where it can eventually migrate into drinking water and may also be causing heightened arsenic levels in U.S. rice. Golly. In 2011, Pfizer announced it would voluntarily stop marketing its arsenic-based fed additives, Roxxon. But there are still several others on the market. Several environmental groups filed a lawsuit against the FDA calling for their removal from the market in the European Union. Meanwhile, arsenic-based compounds have never been approved as safe for animal feed. There you have it, man. Shit is retarded as hell, bro. Esau through, man. Nigga can't even have chicken and rice. Damn. It says, you might not be aware of this. This is number 7. Bread with potassium bromate. It says, you may not be aware of this, but nearly every time you eat bread in a restaurant or consume a hamburger or hot dog bun, you are consuming bromide, as it is commonly used in flours. The use of potassium bromate as an additive to the commercial bread and baked goods has been a huge contributor to bromide overload in Western cultures. Bromated flour is enriched in potassium bromate. Commercial baking companies claim it makes the dough more elastic and better able to stand up to bread hooks. However, Pepperidge Farm and other successful companies manage to use only unbromated flour without any of these so-called structural problems. Studies have linked potassium bromate to kidney and nervous system damage. Golly. Thyroid problems, gastrointestinal discomfort, and cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies potassium bromate as a possible carcinogen. Okay, they have Olestra. Number 8, Olestra-Oline. Olestra, a.k.a. Oline, created by Procter & Gamble, is a calorie and cholesterol-free fat substitute used in fat-free snacks like chips and French fries. 3 years ago, Time magazine named it one of the worst 50 inventions ever. God damn. But that hasn't stopped food companies from using it to satisfy people's mistaken belief that a fat-free snack is a healthier snack. And that's what I'm saying. You see, that's Esau. That's where we call him the devil, because that word devil goes off into deceiver. They deceive the people with the play on words. They got you thinking that you're eating healthy, by the word play that they put on the packaging, and you eating the worst shit. You might as well just go ahead and go hard body with the other shit. Okay, it says not only did, let me see. Damn, the Time magazine named that shit one of the worst 50 inventions ever. Okay, it says not only did a 2011 study from Purdue University conclude rats fed potato chips made with Oline gained weight. There have been several reports of adverse intestinal reactions to the fake fat, including diarrhea, cramps, and leaky bowels. And because it interferes with the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K, the FDA requires these vitamins be added to any product made with Oline. Golly, bro. Number 9, preservatives, BHA and BHT. BHA, butylated hydroxyanso. Golly, can't even pronounce some of this shit. And that lets you know, too, that this is Esau. He does a diligent search. How do you even know about shit like this? Because they research. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, that scripture talks about he's wiser than Daniel. They search everything, man. That's how we know that they know that we're the Israelites. Because they search everything. They know everything about you Negroes, man. Ezekiel 28:3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. I'm telling you, this man, he's searching out everything. He'll do research. They'll put billions and billions of dollars and research that shit for 10 years, 20 years, and then put it on the market. They had that shit down to a science, man. Okay, but it says, these are commonly used preservatives that can be found in breakfast cereal, nut mixes, chewing gum, butter spread, meat, dehydrated potatoes, and beer, just to name a few. BHA is known to cause cancer in rats and may be a cancer-causing agent in humans as well. In fact, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services National Toxicology Program's 2011 report on carcinogens, BHA is reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen. It may also trigger allergic reactions and hyperactivity, while BHT can cause organ system toxicity. Where it's banned, the UK doesn't allow BHA in infant foods. BHA and BHT are also banned in parts of the European Union and Japan. Damn, bro. Number 10, this is the last one here. It says milk and dairy products laced with RBGH, recombinant bovine growth hormone. Oh, my. Is the largest selling dairy animal drug in America. RBGH is a synthetic version of natural bovine simototropin. Can't even pronounce some of this shit, bro. This shit is like you got to read a damn thesis on the back of these packages, man. It says a hormone produced in cows' pituitary glands. Monsanto, there you go, developed the recombinant version from genetically engineered E. coli bacteria. God damn. And markets is under the brand name Posilac. There we go with that play on words. Why don't you just call it E. coli bacteria? Because they know that people will see that shit and like, up, fucking with that. But hey, man, Esau gotta go, man. Esau gotta go. You so-called white people have. This is the reason why the Lord is coming, mainly to get you out of power. You won't have a company to produce none of this shit like that in our kingdom. You're not gonna have nothing. Except for real bad calluses on your hands from picking real fresh stuff, man. Anyway, it says it's injected into cows to increase milk production. See? It's all about greed. All about greed. Like, goddamn, you can't just let the cows just do what they do. But it's banned in at least 30 other nations because of its dangers to human health, which include an increased risk of colorectal, prostate and breast cancer by promoting conversions of normal tissue cells into cancerous ones. Non-organic dairy farms frequently have RBGH injected cows that suffer at least 16 different adverse health conditions, including very high rates of mastitis that contaminate milk, which pus and antibiotics. Oh, man, bro. According to the American Cancer Society, the increase of use of antibiotics to treat this type of RBGH-induced inflammation does promote the development of antibiotic-resistant bacteria, but the extent to which these are transmitted to humans is unclear. Man, boy. Many have tried to inform the public of the risks of using this hormone in dairy cows, but their attempts have been met with overwhelming opposition by the powerful dairy and pharmaceutical industries and their government liaisons. So the government is in on it. It's all about money. All they got to do is throw a couple of dollars around and they'll let this shit just go. It says in 1997, two Fox-affiliated investigative journalists, Jane Acri and Steve Wilson, attempted to air a program exposing the truth about the dangers of RBGH. Lawyers for Monsanto, a major advertiser with the Florida network, sent letters promising dire consequences if the story aired. Despite decades of evidence about the dangers of RBGH, the FDA still maintains it's safe for humans consumption and ignores scientific evidence to the contrary. In 1999, the United Nations Safety Agency ruled unanimously not to endorse or set safety standards for RBGH milk, which has effectively resulted in an international ban on U.S. milk. So no other countries want your milk, but you'll give it to your citizens. Place is crazy, bro. And this is why the scriptures talked about never trust in thine enemy, man. Right? Let me get that real quick. This is why we tell y'all, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's the goddamn devil. And it don't make no difference with these other countries that's banning it, you know. It's just that these Babylonians in America, they're worse than their brothers, you know, as far as these other so-called white people. They're the same people. But this place right here, it's a place of complete destruction, man. These Edomites that's here, these are the worst of them. And it's mainly ran by, them small hats, too. Them damn, them people that's over there bombing the shit out of Gaza right now. Let's get this. Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10, also known as, well, it's Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach in the 1611 King James. Verse 10, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You can't trust this man. That's why when he came along with that COV-19, he wanted to, he was coming at you Negroes first about rolling your sleeves up. Why you think he was coming at you first? You was going to be his very first guinea pig. And a lot of Jake went out there and took that shit. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, and they do a lot of that with their wordplay. Oh, man, this is going to be healthier, and we're going to be able to, these are fat-free, and, this is, all natural, and, this is, 100%. And, they use shit like that on the packaging of these foods, do commercials. Got motherfuckers sitting there, smiling while they snacking and eating and shit. Got you thinking that this the best product out. This man promotes all kinds of seafoods that's fucked up to people, man. We're not supposed to eat nothing out of the waters except for fish with fins and scales. This man giving you lobster, octopus, alligator. I don't give a fuck what it is that's in that. They eating it all, and they presenting it to our people like they're delicacies, man. You can't trust this man. You trust him, and you just gonna get what's gonna be coming to you. And the scripture's gonna say that. It's going off into it. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. These are the very people that's running around here talking about go green, let's recycle. You ride through their neighborhoods, they got recycling bins out for the plastic, the cardboard, all these different colored bins, you know what I'm saying? Like they're helping the climate and all this different shit. But it's them that's fucking everything up. It's like a mask, man. He's the evil genius. And then you'll have these so-called white people, yeah, government, this, our government. Your government is the so-called white man. You're trying to separate yourself from your race. Like this, you can't tell me this man is not the wicked. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my works and be pricked therewith. In the end, you're going to remember. Yep, them Hebrew Israelites was telling us don't trust these motherfuckers. It's too late now. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent or any such as come nigh wild beast? Nobody's going to pity you, man, if you petting a damn lion and he maul your ass up. It's the same way with these so-called white people. You dealing with them, and the scripture says don't, you get what's coming to you. And it's really very simple. And we're not feeling sorry, man. We're not shedding no tears. We're not throwing no prayers up for your ass. You better listen to the scriptures, man. Okay, but anyway, it's, we don't even have to go no further, man. Let me see here, though. Damn. Wow, man. I guess, hold on. Man. It says there are many other examples where the U.S. federal regulatory agencies have sold out to the industry at the expense of your health, while other countries have chosen to embrace the precautionary principle in order to protect their citizens. If you want to avoid these questionable foods and other potential harmful ingredients permitted in the U.S. food supply, then ditching processed foods entirely is your best option. About 90% of the money Americans spend on food is spent on processed foods. So there is massive room for improvement in the area for most people. And the apostles go into that all the time about the processed foods. You got to cut back on that shit, man. Get rid of it if you can. Again, Jake is stuck here on budgets, you know what I'm saying? And just, Jake just, the scriptures talked about how my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. When you don't know something, man, you fucked up. You don't know this shit. It's in these foods. This is something that people eat every day. A couple of times they be sitting there eating. They mention cereal and milk. There's people that eat cereal and milk a couple of times a day. And really, in reality, 3 meals are required, so to speak, and snacks and shit in between. I lived in eating shit all damn day long. Chips, candies, you know? Okay, it says, next you'll want to swap out your regular meat sources to organic, grass-fed, pasture-raised versions of beef and poultry. The same goes for dairy products and animal byproducts such as eggs. Swapping your processed food diet for one that focuses on fresh whole foods is a necessity if you value your health. And this shit is very expensive to eat healthy, man. It's super expensive, especially right now. Hell, even this processed bullshit, is expensive as hell. But you trying to, eat healthy and it shouldn't be that way. Shouldn't be that way, man. But anyway, let's see what some of the comments got to say. I'm going to end out. I'm not going to keep it much longer. It says, this person says, keeping in mind, the same FDA that approved these foods in America also is the same FDA that approved mRNA vaccines for emergency use. Do your own research. It's not the FDA's job to keep you safe. That's your job. Well, they are an agency that's out here that's saying it is their job. I get what they're trying to say. But it is their job. Since you got the title of what can be put out here and what can't be. It says food in America is for profit and Europe is for nutrition. And that's a good saying. It says the more trash food we eat, the sicker we get, the more medical attention we need. Big pharma's pockets get filled. It's a cycle. Why are the food and drug grouped into one entity? Yeah. This person says, I bet 95% of Americans never read the back of the label to see what's in it. If you can't pronounce it, leave it on the shelves. I read every label and always buy the same items. For cheap food, Aldi's is great because it's owned by a German company. Most items are safe. I go to the local fish market and tell me everything and cheaper than all the other stores. Buy my veggies from a farmer's market. I won't buy anything from all the big chains. It saves me money, but many people don't have enough choices. That's true. But I know, like, hey, man, here in Detroit, we have what they call food deserts. Well, you don't have no choice really but to roll up on a Walmart because that's all that's around you. There's some supermarkets here and there, but the shit be so trash. Fruits and vegetables be all nasty looking, Yeah. I said, if it's so bad for us, why does the FDA allow it? Because it's about money. Oh, that's right. They're idiots. Any agency that allows genetically modified foods is not looking out for our best interests. And hey, man, this is Esau. They've taken complete control of the food. That's how they gonna get people with this chip, man. They gonna get people with that chip. That Revelation 13 and 16, that market of beauty and the beast. Because why? They're in control of the food and the water, man. The main shit that people need. You can get along. You can be homeless. Fuck a house, fuck a car. Things like that you don't need to survive. When it comes to your food and especially water, hydration, that's why a lot of these people out here fucked up too, man. And I work with a damn Sheetamite, and she be always fucked up anyway. But she never drinks water. She keeps a Mountain Dew in her hand. I'm talking about the big boy too. She be having a big chug. I think it's like a liter. She go through about 2 to 3 liters of Mountain Dew per day. She's never drinking water to dilute that shit or wash that shit down, man. Like, So, hey, man. We just need out of here. That's all. And it's coming. The Lord is not about to allow this man to keep on continue ruling, man, for much longer. We almost out of here, man. So with that, hey, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.